Hi, my name is Kiri. We're group 6 and we're doing caffeine-free Coke. I will be joined by Andrea, Clayton, and Josh. So here's a little video that we just wanted to share. It's a 1985 commercial for caffeine-free Coke.
It's got my favorite colors, red and gold, and I like to drink it when it's very cold. Mom got it for me, 'cause it's caffeine free. I don't even know what that means. Well, I don't care if it's caffeine free. I only know it tastes good to me. Well, I don't care if it's caffeine free, but Mom does. Caffeine free Coke, I'm glad Mom gets it for me.
So we just thought that was a really great representation of the initial market segment that they were trying to reach with this new product, which was children. So just a little bit about Coke itself. The first Coke was created in 1886, and they have since grown and expanded to many different products and flavors and are now the second largest beverage company in the world, only behind Anheuser-Busch. So caffeine-free Coke was added to their product line in 1983, and we believe that it's the perfect product for the current modern consumer, which is a health-conscious consumer. So that introduces us to a new market segment that can be reached with this product. And although the caffeine-free Coke was introduced many years ago, it's kind of been left on the metaphorical back shelf, and Coke really hasn't seen any great increases in sales of the product. So what we're trying to do is capitalize on the current environment of the coronavirus and kind of what's going on there. With consumers being more at home, we're seeing that consumer exposure to ads has increased, but their access to other brands has decreased. So we think it's the perfect time to make a move. We also need to create a new campaign. Coke has had many successful campaigns over the years, including the Share a Coke campaign most recently, and their iconic Polar Bear campaign. We need to create desire for the product and then a call for action in the form of both product sales and brand sales. So we really want to focus on moving caffeine-free Coke into the spotlight. So what we will be covering our situational analysis and company overview, the SWOT analysis, IMC objectives, brand awareness, IMC and market strategy, market research, advertising plan, online and social media plan, PR campaign, and a preliminary budget.
All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about Coca-Cola situational analysis and company overview. Coca-Cola is the second largest beverage company in the world behind Anheuser-Busch, recording $35.4 billion in revenue for 2017. PepsiCo is the only other non-alcoholic soft drink brand that comes anywhere close to Coca-Cola's enormous market size. In 1886, the first Coca-Cola drink was created in Atlanta, Georgia by pharmacist Dr. John S. Pemberton with the intention to create medicine, and it became an instant crowd pleaser. Since then, Coca-Cola has acquired other popular brands such as Minute Maid, Sprite, Fresca, and Fanta, to add up to an astonishing 500 plus brands with over 800 drink varieties in the United States. Coca-Cola's headquarters is located in Atlanta, Georgia, with 9 production centers located throughout Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Tennessee. Coke is currently increasing expansion and as of now has approximately 10,000 associates, 53 sales and distribution centers, and has tripled in business since 2014. Coca-Cola states, "Our company is founded on these 4 values: quality, excellence, integrity, and respect," and claim to follow these values very closely. So what is Coca-Cola doing? Recent changes Coca-Cola is making is closely related to offering products that are healthier alternatives with low sugar, low calorie, and caffeine-free options. These changes are necessary for the company to make in order to adapt to the consumers who have recently seen a rise in numbers of obesity and anemia. A large problem area for Coca-Cola is the fierce competitor PepsiCo and Nestle that are nipping closely at their heels. Across the world, the population is separated by Coke product consumers who are extremely loyal and PepsiCo consumers. Another difficulty that Coca-Cola faces is that they still lack market presence in many countries despite the popularity that they have gained across the rest of the countries around the world. Africa is one location in particular that Coca-Cola has a difficult experience trying to establish demand. Coca-Cola does not only struggle with the long-distance transportation of products, but it is unable to create demand because it is not considered essential for nourishment. For Coke, segmentation helps define the appropriate products for specific customer groups. The demographics they mainly focus on are individuals under 24, Hispanic, and with income under 20,000, with no college education and no children. I can assume that the demographics for caffeine-free Coke are very similar, except for the fact that they are targeted mostly for younger individuals under the age of 16 who probably don't consume caffeine often. A large portion of caffeine-free users are pregnant women who are unable to consume caffeine during the time of gestation, making pregnant women a largely targeted demographic. For Coca-Cola, the major focus was on increasing the amount of sales volume in emerging markets in order to increase customer domain and build a strong foundation for the future.
All right, my name is Clayton Stott, and I'm going to go over the SWOT analysis for caffeine-free Coke, and that's going to involve the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So some of the strengths of caffeine-free Coke is that it's a more health-conscious option than regular Coke, and it has the same Coca-Cola taste without the negative side effects of caffeine. Another strength is Coca-Cola has a very strong brand image, and they can use that to market and sell caffeine-free Coke better than their competitors because consumers already know and trust the brand so well. Another strength is Coca-Cola's global appeal. They have 105 office locations in 44 different countries all over the world, and because of this, they are able to reach markets with all of their products, and especially for caffeine-free Coke, which is a more niche product, it's helpful to reach a more diverse audience. And then finally, the last strength of caffeine-free Coke is that it comes in many unique flavors that you can see in the image to the right. This isn't all of the flavors, but this is helpful for consumers who prefer a flavored variant of Coke but still don't want the caffeine. Now going on to some of the weaknesses of caffeine-free Coke. One weakness is that it has a slightly different taste than regular Coke, and most Coke lovers can recognize this and prefer the regular flavor. And this is due to a small difference in the formulas that they use to make it caffeine-free. And then another weakness of caffeine-free Coke is a change in focus that Coca-Cola has had over the past several years. And this was because of the growing health concern over sugary and carbonated drinks, and they started to focus on promoting their juices and other healthier beverages more than their carbonated drinks, which has affected caffeine-free Coke and caused it to fall by the wayside a little bit. Now going on to some of the opportunities for caffeine-free Coke. One is because of these growing health concerns, Coca-Cola can show how caffeine-free Coke is better than regular Coke. It causes less high blood pressure, less anxiety, and it's less addictive. And they can do this while continuing to work and develop less sugary drinks for the health-conscious world we live in. Another opportunity is impulse shopping. Many consumers purchase soft drinks as an impulse decision, and with much of the world's commerce taking place online currently, Coca-Cola should consider ads that target this behavior by placing them at the end of virtual checkout lines. And finally, home advertisements and partnerships. So a lot of the world is stuck at home right now because of the pandemic, and so Coca-Cola can capitalize on this by promoting an increased number of advertisements that people can see in their home, either on Netflix, on the TV, something like that a lot of people would see right now. They can also set up a partnership with businesses like Amazon, so consumers receive special discounts and rewards when they order from that site during a time where people are encouraged to stay home. All right, and now going on to threats of Coca-Cola. Obviously, Pepsi versus Coke is a really big one. Pepsi has been a long-term competitor for them, and caffeine-free Coke was originally developed as a response to Pepsi creating their own caffeine-free cola called Pepsi Free. And the next threat is healthier substitutes. This can be hot drinks like coffee and tea, juices, or milk products, anything from almond milk to soy milk. Because of the growing health concerns around the world, this is becoming a bigger and bigger threat every day. And it's important that Coca-Cola knows how to combat this and still maintain sales of their products. All right, now just a quick summary of the SWOT analysis. Based on this analysis, the best procedure for Coca-Cola to market caffeine-free Coke further would be to partner with shipping companies and offer unique discounts and deals during this time. They can use their already strong brand position to promote all the different flavors of caffeine-free Coke in a way that markets them as a healthier alternative to regular Coke and without the negative side effects of caffeine. By following these suggestions, Coca-Cola will be able to market caffeine-free Coke effectively and see a greater return on this product.
All right, I'm going to talk about the INC and market strategy. Coca-Cola's overall market strategy will consist of 5 actions that are critical components to keep Coke as the leading beverage company in the competitive industry. The 5 important aspects that create the perfect market strategy consist of market segmentation, brand establishment, increasing financial efficiency, increasing process efficiency, and focusing on core competencies. The first component of the market strategy is the market segmentation. This is one of the most important aspects to ensure the goals and objectives are achieved. Market segmentation is used to divide the market into groups that are based on age, location, income, and lifestyle to reach maximum return. The returns from market segmentation can include many of our objectives, such as increasing brand awareness and increasing the desire for caffeine-free Coca-Cola. The second component of the market strategy is the implementation of brand establishment. The concept of brand establishment is to increase brand recognition, loyalty, and is great for the organization expansion. Increasing financial efficiency is the next market strategy that will prove to be a critical role in achieving our stated objectives. This component correlates with the objective to promote action in a form of a sale. The fourth element of the market strategy is to increase process efficiency. Process efficiency is a concept that keeps Coca-Cola ahead of the rest of the companies by preventing disruption during evolving time where demand can fluctuate. Coke's core competencies focus mainly on the ability to manage over 500 brands, continue to expand the range of products. Caffeine-free Coke provides the message to the target consumers that the product contains healthier benefits than Coke Original and does not contain caffeine that will keep the consumer up all night. One audience that is especially targeted by caffeine-free Coke products is pregnant women. Without being able to consume caffeine while pregnant, Coca-Cola's caffeine-free option is a great alternative that will satisfy the urge for a soft, sugary drink without the risk of consuming any caffeine. Marketing communications is an essential portion of a successful business model, and Coca-Cola excels at accomplishing this goal. Coke utilizes both published and visual media to advertise the Coca-Cola brand as a whole and for individual products. The company's published media consists of advertisements in newspapers, magazines, and internet ads. Visual media for Coca-Cola consists of iconic television ads that include famous actors or influencers like Mean Joe Green, for example. Coke's visual media also includes advertisements found during the previews of movies, radio advertisements, and billboards. Every form of communication includes one of the following recognizable red background, white cursive lettering, glass bottle, and red label. The way Coca-Cola designs their advertisements immediately makes them unmistakable and easy for consumers to recognize. Coke has a long history of effective marketing campaigns dating back to the first year the soft drink was invented. With a well-known name and brand image Coke has made for itself, has the ability to successfully promote their other brands and products.
Hey guys, my name is Andrea. I'm going to be talking about the advertising plan and the online social media plan that we have for the caffeine-free Coca-Cola soda today. So one of the advertising plans that our group had come up with is similar to the Share a Coke campaign that we saw a couple years back. We thought this would be a great campaign to modify and bring back, especially with the pandemic that's recently going on right now. Just to give you a little background about the pandemic, the coronavirus came to the United States. The official positive case that hit the United States happened on January 20th, 2020, and it has spread all across the nation. Since its initial infection, the COVID-19 has over 1 million confirmed cases, has 57,406 deaths in the United States, and that is from the World Health Organization. So we would like to use this campaign to inform and just show our audience that Coca-Cola really cares about them and just wants to focus on, bringing everyone together when we really can't be together at this time. So we'll use it to inform our audience, and we will also use it to honor those essential workers and the lives lost to COVID-19. One of the ways that we had really talked about doing this is commercials of consumers sharing Coke while social distancing. So by this, meaning having a commercial of two consumers sitting in their own backyards but drinking Coke, and understanding that the two of them are drinking Coke together. And then putting the names of the coronavirus victims and essential workers on the bottles. Everyone kind of really got a nice kick out of having their own name on their own Coca-Cola bottle, and so we think this would be also a really nice way to honor those victims and honor those essential workers that are working restlessly to make sure that we are safe and healthy during these times. So this is what we kind of have for our advertising campaign plan, just doing that Share Coke and honoring the essential workers and the lives lost to COVID-19. Sorry. So also I'll be talking about the online and social media plan. So Coca-Cola, few logistics, Coca-Cola has 2.7 million followers on Instagram, 1.06 million likes on Facebook, and 3.3 million followers on Twitter. They have a very, very big, in my opinion, they have a very, very big social media base and online presence that they could easily broaden and broadcast their message to. Already, Coca-Cola has switched all of their social media to support the efforts of COVID-19. Meaningful messages, amplifying experts and trusted partners, and sharing helpful information on all of their Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They have changed, at least from the latest picture that I've seen, it's all red, and it says that they will be sharing meaningful messages. They'll use their platform to support experts and trusted partners, and they will help share information from the World Health Organization and through all of those trusted organizations. So our plans are to host online live stream events. A couple people have already been doing this, as we can see, with online concerts, the Disney sing-along, everyone is basically moving to online or streamed events to help people who are stuck in their homes. And so we think this would be a great way for Coca-Cola to either sponsor one of those events or to host one of their own and offer, another activity to add to a family's night of activities. So putting on different events that people could watch from the safety of their own home, or the university does this, I think, for Veterans Day, but they read a list of people who have just given their lives for different things. I'm not quite sure what the specific of that is, but Coca-Cola could do the same thing where they just host a night, anyone's welcome, and they just read the names of those victims in the United States that have been affected by COVID-19, just to show their support for that. These live events will be advertised on Coca-Cola social media pages, which allows for interactions with our customers. I think having those conversations and letting people know that companies, Coca-Cola or otherwise, are there is great, especially during this time of uncertainty. It's great to know that companies are there and able to support. And so that's what we mean by interactions with our customers. They can include, but are not limited to, answering questions, opening conversations, allowing for suggestions, relaying information, and promoting the idea of giving back to the community. I think one cool thing that I would like Coca-Cola to see, especially since they are already trying to amplify those experts, is maybe host a live stream for those experts to get on and have those conversations with people who might not have those resources readily available to them. So that's kind of like what we think for live stream events with those interactions. Another type of post that we thought would be really cool is if it allowed consumers to send in names of their essential workers, of their lost loved ones, or of an organization that they think is making a difference. I think it would be really cool for Coca-Cola to take organizations that are smaller than them and help aid them in things like distribution or reaching out to their customers, or just something like that. It could also be seen as a partnership, which also gets Coca-Cola's name out there and broadens their audience pool. With the whole sending the names in, this could also be like a fun way to share a Coke virtually. I could want to share Coke with my professor, and I could type in his name, and then Coca-Cola sends them a bottle of Coke, caffeine-free Coke, since it's a product that we're trying to get out there. Just say, hey, your friend, your student is thinking of you during this time. So I thought that was really cool, a really cool idea that we all had. But yeah, so like I said, Coca-Cola has a huge platform, and so this is something that I think they can definitely utilize, help support during this time of uncertainty, and send their product out there with like no cost or no like hit or anything. So thanks for listening to me. Like I said, did advertising and online and social media plan. I hope everyone's doing well. Have a great rest of your day.
Now it's time for our PR campaign. Public relations is one of the most important aspects of creating an IMC campaign because it is a great way to portray the brand goals and objectives to the consumers. In order to capitalize on our public relations campaign, we must reach out and connect with the public. And we'll do that by holding a special initial campaign drop event. Due to the COVID-19 virus, this event will be a live stream on our social media pages for all of our customers to join, interact, and ask questions. During this event, we will release our new campaign for a new spin on Share a Coke, which is the donation or shared Coke to an essential frontline worker for every Coke that is purchased. This event will be a great way to provide communication and build relationships with all Coke product consumers. After the initial campaign drop, we will move to news releases, trying to connect with different target markets who aren't frequent users of social media. The news release will be a great way to share the story of the newly modified Share a Coke campaign, and will hopefully create a relationship with the frontline workers, families, and the common public. With a response like this to the COVID-19 pandemic, it is a notable gesture and can help improve the organization's respect, trust, and overall goodwill.
All right, and then finally, we just have this small little budget we made to show how much this marketing plan would cost. I'm not going to go too in depth with it, but you can pause the video and take a look if you like.